And we're up.
Okay, so last time you guys made it to Reed Manor to try and speak with Oscar Yorn? Question mark? Anyway, when you got there, you saw that outside of Reed Manor were two hulking ogre zombies, and you decided that instead of trying to interact with them or bypass them in any way, that you would just attack immediately before they got a chance. And you were able to overcome them with relative ease. But once you were able to look in the house, you saw that there were people scuttling about, trying to. Well, you're not really sure because you didn't get a good look. But once you were able to make it into the house, you were able to find a secret passageway leading into a hidden basement, um, where you discovered well, I wouldn't call it a secret way from this side, but you discovered a hatch that led outside. And when Bull stuck his head out the hatch, you saw a group of people, one of which fit the description of Oscar Yorn, running away. Instead of chasing after them, you decided to explore his house a little bit. In doing so, set off a glyph of warding, uh, making a giant explosion and nearly taking out most of you. Um, then he you went into a room, and it seems that he had set free many zombies in hopes of impeding you from following him, but you quickly dispatched them. Then you were able to search the rest of his house, finding his notes, finding a few magical items and scrolls, and also a statue that was very similar to the statue of the rat god that you found in the Rattlings area. Though his wasn't nearly as crude, and there were seemingly no human sacrifices of any kind. Uh, yeah. Then you just picked up some delirium shards. You healed up a bit using potions and spells and whatnot. And I believe the consensus at the end was that you were going to attempt to track Oscar as he fled.
Hmm?
Sound about right? Miss anything important?
Since we already said that we spent the time looking for the delirium shards, if Hudson is up for it, could that also be the window where Finch gets purged?
Is that something you want to do, Hudson?
I look up and I'm with puppy dog
Slightly
eye.
obstructed. Puppy dog eye.
Do you want some urge contamination, don't you?
Yeah.
Now,
Good thing.
now, how many third level spell slots do you have?
Two.
Two. Okay, so this will count as one of them. Um, so you lose your level of contamination, and I think you go back to having two eyes. Let me check out those rules real quick.
The one eye is permanent.
No, I know it's not permanent, but
All mutations are removed, all contamination levels are removed.
all
The mutation
mutations
is
are removed. Cool. And
the
does it
mutation
convert
mutation
to a level
mechanic
of
gets
exhaustion?
The contamination
Yes.
levels do.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
you now have one level of exhaustion, but no contamination.
But 2 eyes now.
Because you only had one level of contamination, right?
Right.
Yeah, he just got really unlucky with the mutation
Yeah.
thing.
And there should be a thing on your character sheet where you can click or exhaustion, and it'll tell you the
Oh yeah.
detriments that you have. One level's not too terrible though.
Yeah. But hey, you have depth perception again.
Oh, thank goodness.
And does someone else currently have contamination but no mutation?
I think Hudson
I
had.
thought, yeah, Hudson had one or a couple.
I got 2.
That's totally fine. Just remember that as you get more contamination, you are more likely to develop mutations, and bad things start happening just with the contamination. You could cast purge contamination on yourself if you wanted, get rid of all that, but you will get 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh. We're about to go do something, so I'll stay with my 2, and then
Okay.
after a long rest, I'll do it again, or before a long rest.
Okay.
No, probably after.
That's
Do one at a
totally
time.
fine. Just a reminder that you lose 1 level of exhaustion. If I'm remembering the rules correctly, you lose 1 level of exhaustion every time you long rest, and I don't think you gain benefits from long resting until all exhaustion is gone. But so you would need 3 long rests to be good again, if I'm remembering the rules correctly.
Yeah, it also just depends on if I use my 3rd level spell slot for something else.
Wait, why does it need 3 long rests?
I believe isn't that how you get rid of exhaustion? Every long rest gets rid of 1 level of
Oh
exhaustion.
yeah, does Hudson have 3 levels of contamination?
He's got 2 levels of contamination, so he'd need 2 to get rid of it, and then a 3rd one to get his stuff back.
I mean, he'd get his
Right?
stuff back. Exhaustion
Like
doesn't affect the other stuff.
he doesn't. It doesn't affect him regaining hit points.
No, that's 4 levels of exhaustion. Hit point max halved.
Okay, I didn't think you got your hit points or anything back until you were no longer exhausted.
No, that would be brutal.
Yeah, that would.
Okay, but still, yeah, you would need 2 before you finished recovering from exhaustion.
And my hit
Whenever,
points are already cut in half.
all right. So anyway,
Yeah.
if you're wanting to start tracking Oscar Yorn, um, what I'm going to need you guys to decide how you want to track Oscar Yorn. Like, what are you going to do to try and attempt to track him?
My nose? I don't know. Do I have any tracking abilities?
Hey, you're probably proficient, maybe expertise in survival.
I think so. Let me check. Yeah, I've got survival, yeah. So.
Okay, so I still want to know like how you plan on trying to track him. Are you looking for footprints? Are you
Was it? Yeah, just like,
like
yeah, the
what
usual,
are we doing?
the rangery things of tracking. Yeah, like looking for
Okay.
footprints, the broken
Alright.
branches.
Is there any scat on the ground?
Yeah,
Well, let me
animal poop,
remind you
human
guys
poop.
that you are in a city. So, um,
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I keep thinking that this is like out in the middle of the woods or something. I
yeah,
don't know why.
so it's a rundown city. Um, it's raining all the time, which
All
means
right.
there's likely mud, so there could be
Mhm.
some footprints, but a lot of these
But the
walkways
rain's
and
gonna.
stuff are stone, even if it's broken stone.
Yeah.
So they might be a little harder to find.
Yeah.
And the rain might wash it away if you wait too long.
Yeah.
But it's not been an insane amount of time. Um, it's certainly possible that if you were to get lucky, he may have stepped in some mud, or maybe the road or sidewalks have been torn away, and he has to go through the dirt. Um, so that is very possible. So what I will need you to do is to uh, roll survival.
Okay.
Give him some guidance and some help, and I don't know what else.
Okay.
So survival with advantage.
Yep, and a D4.
Okay, and then the D4.
All right. Since Bull was able to stick his head out and sort of see the direction they were running, and there were uh, 5 of them total, I think, including Oscar.
5? Oh.
Yep, there were 4 people, I believe.
I remember seeing 2, but yeah, I didn't realize
Yeah,
there was.
I believe there were 4, and then Oscar himself.
Yeah.
Um, so Bull was able to see them running away, so he was able to sort of tell you that they were headed southwestish, um, sort of the direction you guys had come from. Not necessarily into the city, but not north and away from the city either. Um, well, you know what? Let me put you on the Drakkenheim map. That might be. So, yeah. So you guys are up here at number 7, Reed Manor, and the direction you saw him fleeing wasn't south into the city, but sort of the direction you guys had come, sort of southwest, if that makes any sense. Um, yeah, he's not trying to get into the inner city, or at least it didn't seem like
Not
he
yet,
was
anyways.
based off of the direction he was going. But yeah, he was going sort of this direction. And with that, with your tracking skills, you're able to see a handful of footprints every now and then, signs of them fleeing. However, it does seem like they're going they're going rather fast, and uh not that they're uncaring, but you guys have this is the second or third time you guys have gone through here, and you guys are always very careful. Um, you're aware of dangers. Um, maybe you don't see them coming, but you know that they're out there. Um, with the speed of which they're traveling, it seems like he doesn't seem to care about the dangers as much as maybe you guys do. Um, is that because he's desperate to get away? Is it because he's so powerful it doesn't matter? Does he have something that wards these things away? Who can say? But it does seem like he's moving very faster than you guys normally would. So that begs the question: do you want to follow, and do you want to try to keep up or catch up?
Mm.
I say let's catch up.
So yeah, I'm fine with trying to.
But keep up gets us to his second hideout. If we wait long enough, he might. I suspect will show up at his other place. But catching up feels like the better option. We'll catch him somewhere where he doesn't have support, backup.
Maybe.
So let's catch up.
Okay, so you start trying to make your way through these winding roads and streets and alleyways and whatnot, moving faster than you normally would, not necessarily paying attention to what's around you, but rather what you're trying to follow. Um, and it isn't long before. Oh, goodness. You will find yourself in a rather narrow alleyway. Um, it's long and straight, but as you guys were going through here, it slowly, how to describe this? You didn't notice it at first. Um, what is happening?
I was getting a shadow out, and I didn't know there was a wall there.
Okay. Um, yeah. So uh, as you're going, you're going through this alleyway. Fairly confident that you're on the right track, but it's not until you're into the alleyway that you start to realize that the walls here are they're not stone anymore. They may have started as stone, but looking around, they're kind of covered in something thick and sort of fleshy.
Mm.
And as you start to notice this, you notice that like one of the walls has an eye open and another wall has a mouth and then another eye and maybe some finger like things start sticking out. And it's
The
not
mimic.
long. What?
The mimic. It's a wall mic.
No, no. It's not long before uh, you find yourselves surrounded by some very strange looking creatures.
You have a handout for those?
I do. Thank you for
I see
reminding
it.
me.
Oh, gibberings. Ew,
There you go.
I hate those things.
But not only are these things there, but I think they're all on the board now. Um, the walls themselves still look fleshy and have appendages sticking out. It might be wise not to be too close to them. The walls, that is.
Well,
And with that, I'll need everyone to roll initiative.
gosh.
So I still need an initiative from Hudson. Okay. Um, so yeah, uh, we will start this round of combat. Hudson, what would you like to do?
Oh, simple. First things first, I am going to use a spell after I find it. There we go. Oops, did I click on it wrong?
Did you have any second level spell slots left?
I thought I mislooked at it.
You could upcast it to third.
No, it's my bad.
Yeah,
Only
you.
have
I
first
think
level
you
and
have.
one third level.
Yep.
If you upcast it, you can deal more damage with it. And honestly, since it's going to stay up, it might not be a terrible idea.
How long does it stay up?
A minute? 10 minutes? But it's also not concentration either.
That's true. But I mean, does it stay up like an hour or does it stay up like.
1 minute.
Second level is 1 minute.
Gotcha.
I am not sure we're going to be able to keep chasing them, and like we're not going to be in a situation to chase them after this fight. So I
Yeah,
would
no.
not stress too much about spell slots.
Alright, yeah, I guess I'll upcast it.
All right. Um, you should have a spiritual weapon token near your character that you can drag out and put wherever you want it to be on the battlefield.
Oh, or don't listen to me. Upcasting it by 1 level doesn't do anything.
Gotcha.
No,
Looks
it
like it
says
does.
it
Yeah,
looks
at
like it
higher
does.
level, it adds to 1d8.
Every 2 slot levels.
Oh.
So one slot wouldn't do anything other than the fact that it would let him cast it, but
And why does it say third level or higher? Why doesn't it say fourth level or higher?
Yeah, that's confusing.
Huh.
Maybe it increases by 1d8 for third level, 1d8 for fourth level, and then after that, it would skip at fifth.
No, it's just letting you know you can cast it at 3rd level. Because I
Okay.
think they're all
Fair
written
enough.
that way.
Anyway, Um,
Hmm.
so
Huh.
you rolled a crit with your spiritual weapon, which is great. And I'm assuming you're going for that gibbering mouther that you cast it next to.
Yeah.
All right, so roll that damage. Twelve damage, not bad.
And isn't that cast as a bonus action? Which is
It
the
is
action? No,
it's
bonus
a
action.
bonus.
Sweet. Alright, so I'm gonna move in there. I keep clicking off there. There's what I want. Or one-handed.
So as you move in, this won't really have much of an effect, but just so that you are aware moving forward, as you move in, you find that it's kind of difficult to get towards them. It feels like while the walls become fleshy, the ground sort of is too. The ground feels doughy and uneven, and it's hard to stand or move. It feels like you're walking through mud, and yeah, it is difficult for you to move through it, and trying to if you try to move away from it, you're going to need to make a DC 10 save, or your speed will be reduced to 0. But that is just in a 10-foot radius around it. But there are 4 of them, so that area is kind of big with 4 of them. But a 17 will hit. Oof, only 3.
It do be like that. Well, that'll be my turn.
Mm-hmm. Bench, it is your turn.
I'll move up 1, and I'll
Hold on. You were within 10 feet of it, so you'll need to make that DC 10 strength save.
and at disadvantage. Oh no, that's ability checks.
Okay, so you pass. You're good to move up 1. You may continue with your turn.
I'm going to bonus action Hexblade's Curse number 3.
Number 3, okay.
I don't know what it'll do much, but I'm going to try it. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast them.
I'm going to. I have a thing for hexed, but I don't have a thing for cursed. So I'm going to mark it as uh I don't know, slowed, I guess. But yeah, a 22 will hit it.
And at level 5, I fire 2 blasts now, right?
Is it level 5 or is it Warlock level 5?
It's a cantrip, so it should be level, right?
That I'll look it up, but that Colby, do you know off the top of your head?
Say it again.
He's
Uh,
level 5, so does the Eldritch Blast do 2 beams, or does it have to be
Yes.
Warlock level 5?
No, it will have to be that in 2024 version, but not for here.
So it is. So he is good with
Yeah.
two beams.
Cantrips go off your total character level always.
Awesome, fantastic. Yeah, two. So roll it again.
And he does have 2 eyes now.
A 13 hits as well. So 12 more damage. Yeah, 7 and 5.
Yep.
And what does your Hex Blades curse do?
Makes it a crit on a 19 or a 20.
Huh?
And if they die, I can regain some health.
Do you have to be the one to kill them, or just if they die in general?
If the cursed target dies.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that was the main reason I wanted it. Feeling a little hurt.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
And it is Gibbering Mouther 4's turn. So yeah, the first thing it's going to do is where Finch is, it is going to do a blinding spittle attack where uh, it's opens one of its mouths and a giant glob of spit is projectiled towards Finch. And right as it's about to hit him, it explodes in a blinding flash of light. And I'm going to need Amnar, Finch, and is the purple one really you, or is it the shadow you?
Purple's the shadow.
Okay, so just Amnar and Finch to make a DC 13 saving throw.
Uh, dexterity or
Yep, DC 13 Dex saving throw. Finch fails.
I don't know if I did the right thing.
Amnar passes. So Finch, you just got both of your eyes back, and
Now they are blinded.
and this spit hits you right in the face. And while you still have both eyes, you are currently blinded.
Not again.
You can't see at all.
You're down to 0 eyes now.
This is even worse.
They're there. You just can't see out of them. I mean, I do think I have that as a status effect for you to do.
Oh, I can add that.
Seeing that you're blinded, it's going to come down and attempt to bite you. And it gets
Can I
roll.
can I
What
opportunity attack him?
does it say that you have to be able to see him in order to do that?
It's a good question. I think it's just when they enter range, but let me check it. Other creatures provoke an opportunity attack from you when they enter the reach you have with that weapon. So no.
Doesn't say anything about a creature you can see.
No.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess you can, but you'll do it with disadvantage.
Okay, and I want to do this as I'm instead of just regular attacking, I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Um,
I'm guessing
I
you
because I
picked up
can
Warcaster.
now do that with Warcaster. Yep.
can you do that as a reaction?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then.
Because it's an opportunity attack, I can, instead of taking an attack, cast a spell. And so my spell
Oh,
is going to
okay.
be Booming Blade. So I'm still going to do a regular attack, sort of, but at disadvantage.
A 9 just barely hits. That is its AC.
So it's going to be this and then an extra 1d8 for the Booming Blade.
5, 6, 11 damage. All right. And it will bite you, and it gets to bite with advantage. Getting a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oof. It rolled real good on its bite. Dealing 17 damage.
Oof.
And I need you. Oh yeah, make a concentration check on
I don't
your
think
booming blade.
is that I don't think it's concentration, is it?
Oh, what were you concentrating on then?
I don't think I'm concentrating on anything.
Why did I get a reminder?
I may have
Hex,
not cleared
maybe?
it from last session.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah, because I had Hex going last session.
gotcha. Then, because you're a medium creature, I need you to make a DC 10 strength check.
So is this an ability check that I should have disadvantage on then from my exhaustion?
Oh, so not a check, a
Save?
strength saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Oof. This is a bad
Man.
time for you. You are also knocked prone.
Blinded and on the ground.
So yeah, you are laying down. But if it's any consolation, you were blinded anyway. So really,
Mechanically, it doesn't really add
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Other than I'm laying on the ground crying because I can't see.
It's in a fetal position now.
And knock, it is your turn, sir.
All right. Well, I don't want to be near these things, so I'm gonna
If you
move.
try to move away, you'll need to make a DC 10 strength check because you're within 10 feet of it.
I'm gonna move the shadow.
Ah, fair enough.
I'm gonna move it to there, and then I'm gonna swap places with it with my bonus action. That was. There we go.
The shadow doesn't cause like opportunity attacks or anything?
It is an object.
Because it's an object, yes. Well, that's cool.
And then I will shoot through the shadow at the whichever this gibbering mouther is.
Number 3, I believe.
And I don't have advantage, but I'll still have sneak attack. Oof.
25 hits,
12 piercing damage.
dealing 12 damage. Uh,
That was action, bonus action, 15 feet of movement. And I've got to stay here. So I'll just stay here.
all right. The next one, yeah, it's going to try and do its spit at Bull, And so Hudson will need to make both Bull and Hudson will need to make dex saving throws.
Bull, do you have that thing that's advantage on deck saves?
I
Danger
did.
sense?
Yeah. Or yeah, I have danger sense. Living is nearby. Aren't should be. I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps, spells. To gain this benefit, you be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Got that?
Well, this is definitely trying to blind you. So
My advantage on this dex save. Got a 12. If I needed
not
that.
enough.
Needed more of it.
Yeah, you need a 13.
Oh,
I need so you're blinded,
Good.
which you can use a status marker to put on. And Hudson, need you to roll as well, buddy.
Oh, you got it. This is an easy roll.
Yes, an easy fail.
um,
You are
man.
also blinded.
We're all
This
just gonna
is
be
this is
meandering
bad,
around us
y'all.
now.
This is bad.
Yeah, and
This is about usual.
the worst
Speaking of
part is I put this into the encounter builder just to check what it was like. And this is not considered it's considered a difficulty medium encounter for you all. Um which I thought would go more smoothly because you guys have taken on deadly challenges without barely ever getting hurt. And I thought, oh, the medium challenge, they'll fly through this.
So,
Um,
challenge rating as a mechanic is stupid. And then also, the
sure,
environment is a big factor too. In open ground, gibbering mouthers are not that powerful. But basically, we have a column up and down the center of this map that is
Yep.
10 feet
yep,
wide, and that's it.
yep. Well, that's what I was like. Medium, that doing it in a column will make it. Well, I didn't decide to make it in a column. This is how the encounter was described, but I was curious as to how it would go. And I was like, medium, they should be able to handle this. No big deal.
Right? No problem.
Anyway, with that, this thing rushes up to, I say rushes, it can't really rush, but it goes up to Bull and it's going, ooh. And it's going to attempt to take a big bite out of him.
Probably will.
Yeah, getting an 18 to hit.
That's gonna hurt.
Dealing 14 points of damage. And I will need you to make a DC 10 strength saving throw.
Suck it.
You survive. I say survive. You get to stay standing. Huzzah. The next one that you guys have been hurting, um, it will try to take a bite out of both Hudson and Bull. Getting a 9 to hit on Hudson, even with
Nope.
advantage. It rolled a 7 and a 9. And are you kidding me? Getting a 5 to hit on Bull with advantage. It rolled a 5 and a 4. So yeah, I'm assuming both of you survive that. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
we
I'm assuming they're both
shrug those off.
and Amnar, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna cast magic weapon. And then let's see who. Can I? So I'm guessing
Yeah,
magic
20,
weapon. Okay.
25 will hit. How did you get down there?
I went. Crap. Because I
Were you
started
just
here. I went like at an angle, and then went straight down.
so in the second square, the one right below Finch, I would need you to make a DC 10 strength saving throw
Okay.
because you got within 10 feet of. Actually,
Uh.
no, because you're already within 10 feet of one. So before you even start moving, I'll need you
Oh.
to make a.
Okay, that one even counts. Okay.
Yep, you are within 10 feet of it.
Nope, I'm on the wrong screen. Okay. Strength.
Yep. Okay. Um, I think I think if I were running this correctly, you would have to do it for each one you go through, but that
Really?
would take forever, and I don't want to do that. So you are able to successfully make it down there to that
That.
gibbering
Yeah.
mouther, and you can hit it with that 25, um, dealing 6 damage.
And I guess does the magic weapon is one bonus attack to damage and. Okay, yeah. So does that mean it would be 7 instead of 6?
It sure would, and you
Okay.
would have rolled a 26 instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7. Do you have to concentrate on that?
What is it? Bonus action. I
Yep,
guess it's. Oh, yeah,
concentration up to
concert.
1
Oh,
hour.
okay, yeah. Let me
So
change
make sure to
that.
mark yourself with that.
Let's see.
And is there anything else you'd like to do?
Stats. I think that's all I can do.
Bull, it is your turn, sir.
Well, since I'm blinded, this is kind of difficult to do.
Yep, if you're going to attack, you will attack with disadvantage. But these are relatively easy to hit.
So I like to imagine Bull like reaches out his
Yeah,
hand
Rory.
towards a Gibbering Mouth 3 here. Just like reaching out his hand, trying to feel for him out. Like once he like feels one of his tentacles, the next thing you know, he just whacks it as hard as he can with his great axe at disadvantage.
All right, go for it.
9.
That's their AC, so you hit. Also, just are you raging?
Pretty sure I'm out of rages. I used up all
Oh,
mine and then we leveled up. We
gotcha.
haven't had a proper long rest, so
Gotcha. Out of rages. That is unfortunate. But 10
10.
damage is a pretty good chunk of the remaining HP for this guy.
But because I'm level 5, I guess I could attack twice.
Go for it.
So And then so after hitting the first time, he sticks his hand out again, going for this gibberish. Hopefully, 16.
Yeah, that hits as
Found out
well.
again. 5.
Oof. Poor roll.
Need a 6, I bet.
No, you need a little more than that. But this thing is I mean, you can see its ring. You know it's pretty hurt.
Actually blind, so I can't.
Oh, fair. Anything else you want to do?
That's kind of about it. Pray. Pray for the blindness to go away.
Um,
I use my
this
bonus
guy.
action to wipe my eyes. Can I get the blindness off, or is it just
Um, no, probably not a bonus action, but
boo.
yeah, it does last. It says it specifically lasts until the end of the Mouther's next turn. So, you aren't blinded indefinitely. Just
Gotcha.
just until its next turn, basically.
This
Uh,
will be a bit.
how intelligent are these things? They are dumb. So, um, this one probably doesn't realize that Nock has teleported behind it. Um, so, unfortunately for Finch, it is coming to hit him. And take 2 bites out of him. Well, at least one will hit. Uh, get what is happening? Why is it moving around? Oof. Dealing 19 points of damage to Finch.
I go down.
Okay. Um, as it goes down, as Finch goes down, um, you guys see the appendages and things begin to wrap around Finch.
Ooh.
And slow, it's not doing it this turn, but slowly, it looks like this thing is about to absorb Finch into it. You guys might want to do something about that.
Yeah, no. Sounds like an idea.
But also killing off that one gibbering mouther would heal me, technically.
That's technically something they could do about it, I guess. So, Hudson, it is your turn.
So I'm blinded.
You sure are.
Like, what does that mean for like hitting people or like seeing?
For seeing, you can't see. For hitting people, you do so with disadvantage. However, if you have a spell that relies on a saving throw, that is unaffected. You can use saving throw spells.
Oh, sweet.
Um,
Sacred Flame or Sacred Flame, right?
yep. I mean that it's not as powerful, but it is a thing.
Well, and it just went up
Whoa,
to 2d8 at level
yeah.
5.
Um, and I'm assuming you're doing it on the number 3 here.
Yeah.
It fails. It is looking real hurt. Perhaps if you were able to hit it with your spiritual weapon.
Time for spiritual weapon. Thanks to disadvantage.
Yep, because it still relies on your sight.
Oh, I was going to ask about that.
As far as I'm aware. Could be very wrong about that, but I believe it still relies on your sight.
16.
A 16 hits. 6 damage kills it. Your hammer, your spiritual light hammer, smashes it into oblivion and it dissipates, flesh going everywhere. And at the same time that light hits the gibbering mouther, a similar light hits Finch. And how much do you heal for, Finch?
4.
You are back up and no longer being devoured by the thing. Huzzah! And in addition, you're no longer blinded.
Hey, that's
I
great.
ima- I imagine you're still prone on the ground though, as you were
Probably.
unconscious. Is there anything you'd like to do on your anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Hudson?
I think I'm good.
All right. Finch, it is your turn.
I stand up.
All right.
And which one's number 1 and number 4 have been hurt?
Um
Like,
yes. 4 and 1 have both been slightly hurt. Number 2, not at all.
I think I've got to go for number 4.
Do you get to move your Hexblade Curse, or was that a one-time
No,
thing?
it's a one-time thing. Or
All
just for
right.
that enemy.
12 hits, dealing 11 damage.
And then we'll bonus action.
14 hits, dealing 10 more. Nice.
And that'll be it.
All right. This thing will roll a d6 to see if it gets its spit attack back. It does. Right? If it says recharge on a 5 or 6 and it rolls a 5, that's a
mhm.
recharge if I'm not
Yes, sir.
mistaken. So we'll get rid of that red dot. And it's going to try and spit at you again. So I'll need you to make a DC 13 dex save. You pass. You are not blinded,
Woohoo!
and is no one is within 5 feet of you, so it only gets one bite attack. You're gonna hate me. I have it on. I have it on always roll advantage just for ease of whatever. And even though it's not rolling with advantage, you should know that it just rolled double crits.
What does that end up being with modifier?
Nothing. What do you mean?
Oh, no, never mind. It's gonna be a crit anyway.
Yeah, it's a crit either way. Though I know you only have 4 health, so it doesn't matter. But it rolled poorly on both damages. Um, 12 and 11. So you're down again.
Wah, wah.
You need to get cause some damage though.
And now number 4 is attempting to devour you and absorb you into it.
These Mouthers just really like the way you taste.
Knock, it is your turn.
Awkward. um, he does not count as an ally because he's incapacitated, I believe. Which is less helpful for sneak attack. There's nowhere to hide. Ooh. I am going to shoot at number 1.
Number 1.
Because the Echo can't actually do anything for Finch. And the if I swap with it, then I'm just in front of 2 of them,
Yep.
and that's not good.
Also a bad idea.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
9 piercing damage.
All right.
And is there anywhere
Anything
for me
else?
to hide? Is there like
Not really.
a 10-year-old
This is
trash can I can...
What about that grade right there? Be like Among Us.
This
Go
Yeah.
random
full Tim
post
Curry
that's in me.
it.
What's that?
Go full Tim Curry it and just like be firing my hand crossbow at the sewer grate.
We all float down here
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really a lot going on here.
in the alley.
In the alleyway.
All right, well, that's all I got.
The next one is it was attacking Bull last, so it will probably it's not smart. It will oh, it needs to roll to see if it gets a spit attack back. That's something it can do.
I will actually do one thing. I didn't think about this. I'll move the shadow in between the 2 mouthers. Or is there a pillar
Okay.
there?
There's a pole there.
Oh,
It's not really a pole so much as just a small pile of rock, but you can do it.
You can just put him there anyways.
This is the same map that you guys always fight on. I just put lines down the main road to make it an alleyway. So
Oh.
that's it. So yeah, you can pretend that that thing of rocks is not actually there. I just didn't want to redo the entirety of
Yeah.
the the dynamic lighting.
Makes sense.
So this thing does get its spit recharged back,
Of course it does.
but it is going to use it again, this time at Amnar. So Amnar, I need you to make a DC 13 Dex save.
Yeah.
And you pass. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
But it's going to bite at Bull. This one is cursed. um, it rolled a 4 and a 6 with advantage to attack Bull. So it gets a 6 to hit you, Bull. Does that hit?
Ah, it does not hit.
All right. So you and Hudson are no longer blinded. It is the end of that monster's turn. You guys have full sight back.
This monster's doomed now because I am not holding back.
Right. Oh, I did a normal roll. I meant to do advantage, but oh well. And I guess I could roll again to see if it crits, but
Give me a little knifey.
here.
Yeah, so 27 will definitely hit. Dealing 7 damage. Anything else you want to do?
Say that's all I can do.
All right. Bull, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit
I
this
would
thing.
like to remind everyone that Finch is currently being devoured and absorbed into number
Oh,
4.
right. Well, if we
Okay,
kill
well-
another,
I mean that is definitely Hudson's problem.
yeah, Hudson's got that covered. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm preoccupied right now. 14 to hit him
14 will hit it.
for 15 damage.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of damage there.
14 again. Exact same rolls.
It'll hit again.
16.
This thing is looking rough, but it is still, I wouldn't call it standing, but it's glooping and glorping around. Anything else you want to do?
I'm debating. It looks so close to death. Like a subtle fart, and it'll keel over.
If you were to do the same amount of damage in any of the 2 attacks that you just did, it would likely die. But if you did less, it might be less likely to die.
Debating how much I should leave it alone and go and help Finch.
Can you do anything with your bonus action that would help Finch?
I don't even think I have much bonus action stuff to do.
Because you
I
used
can
your
reckless.
action to attack, so
Yeah. Well,
Don't worry about
the-
Finch. I got him.
So Hudson's
Oh.
turn's coming up.
Hudson's got him. Never mind, I'll stay put for a second.
all right. All right.
They get
Yeah.
Letty and Tramp Finch like Givers 2
No.
and 4.
No, they won't Lady Entrap him, but Gibbering Mouth, the second number 2, sees that number 4 is about to feast, and he will attempt to uh, take some bites out of the uh, fake knock, getting an 8 to hit, which I assume misses,
Misses.
and then the second bite gets a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, and not only did you absorb a hit, you absorbed a big hit. It dealt 20 damage to it.
All right.
So that is both its attacks, and it is Hudson's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna come right here.
You will need to make a DC 10 strength check in order to move. Or I say strength check, a strength save. You pass. You weren't doing it with disadvantage for any reason, are you?
I forgot to switch it over.
Okay. Then yeah, you pass. 16 passes.
Oh.
So you can
Sweet.
move up to Finch.
I let out a.
No, you get 7 healing.
Okay. Totally fine. But just so you know, in order to do healing words, you did not have to move if you didn't want to.
Oh no, I wanted to move.
Okay.
Well, do you have cure wounds prepared?
Yeah.
Cure.
If you're moving, cure wounds heals more, and then you can still use your spiritual weapon.
Do not have it paired at the current moment.
No, as a life cleric, you always have it prepared.
Gotcha. Let me
90,
that's
99% sure on that.
Yeah. You should have you should have blessed cure wounds, lesser restoration, spiritual weapon, Beacon of Hope and Revivify for free, like without using one of your spells prepared.
Gotcha. Well, since they I currently like have access to like all the spells. I just don't have that one highlighted. But that makes sense why I don't have it highlighted. I bet you guys told me that, and I might have forgotten.
That's all good.
So
You can remember now. So if you would prefer to do Cure Wounds, since you were moving anyway, we're going to say it healed 7
That was weird.
because Healing Word rolled better.
The important
And
thing
I'm
is you still get the spiritual weapon.
Do
Yeah.
you get when you heal? Don't you get some extra stuff when you heal as well? Or is that
uh,
or is that
Disciple of
only
Life
with your
should
chain?
be plus 2 hit points plus the spell's level, so 3 hit points. So 7 total. Well, so 10 total.
Yeah. So give yourself 3 more, Colin. Finch, I'm sorry.
Woo!
And then now you can do whatever you need to do with your spiritual weapon.
Sweet. Spiritual weapon. I choose you. Do you see where
16
it's at? Will it hit?
It
Guy right
does.
there.
16 hits. You were so close to killing it, but it does
Only
still
one.
glorp
Only one
around.
HP.
No, a
Like
little more
3,
than one.
Well, that's just rude of us.
right?
But just about as little more than one as you can be more than one.
I think that will be my turn. Action, bonus action, then a little bit of movement. Actually, it's probably most of my movement, to be honest.
Okay. Finch, it is your turn.
I stand up
Yep.
Again.
and I attack this mother 4.
All right. 18 hits. 9 damage.
Bonus action attack this mother mouther.
A 10 hits. 7 damage.
That'll be my turn.
You are chipping away at it. Um, did this one try and spit last time and I forgot to mark it?
It
Which
did.
one?
It did not. I saved it.
Okay, I need to mark that. It tried to spit at you. Then it'll roll to see if it gets it back. It does not. So it will take 2 bites at you. But not with advantage. Getting a 12 and a 14 to hit.
That a miss. Thank goodness.
Both of them do?
Yep.
Uh, okay, the next one. Um, it will roll to see if it gets its spit back, but I doubt it'll. It does. It does get it back,
Oh my gosh.
but because you're both at him and it's so near death, I don't think it would try and use it. I think it would try to lash out. And so it's going to take a bite at both Amnar and Bull. Bull first, getting a 13 to hit.
Oh, it's gonna miss.
Amnar getting a 15 to hit.
That is my AC.
Dealing 17 damage to you.
Ow.
Wowzer.
And I will need you to make a concentration check.
Oh, yep.
Which is what? The amount 5 plus the amount of damage taken?
It is? Okay, I always thought it was just 10, but
I think it's whichever's bigger, right?
I am not familiar enough.
Let me look it up real quick. Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else. It's 10 or half the damage you take. So half of 17 would be less than 10. So yeah, 10. So you did a 13, which is high enough to save. You get to maintain concentration. Um, so that's both attacks on that thing. It's done. Amnar, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit. And you kill it. How do you imagine killing this thing? With your nice magical
My little combat
combat
knife.
knife.
I think I just kind of leap up with it, and I kind of grab it in both hands and like stab down right into what I assume is its head, but something that looks like a head.
All right. Blorp. It's gone. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's all I can do. I might. I'll move to there. Okay. Yep,
All right.
I'm done.
Bull, it is your turn, sir.
Yeah. So clearly, this is an all or nothing moment. Right? We're having fun.
All right. When you get
Ready to make that
there, wait. Go back one. When you get to there, I'll need you to make a DC 10 strength save, which you should pass, no problem. But we gotta
joke's on
do
you.
it.
I will never. I can only pass these one at a time.
Your way to jinx it.
Nope.
You
I
all right?
apparently left it on advantage.
You're good.
17.
A 17 is good. You can move up and do whatever it is you were gonna do.
I was actually gonna go for a reckless attack on the first one, just for the hell of it.
All right. Reckless attack. Roll with advantage.
Yeah,
17
17.
will 17 will hit.
14 slashing. My next one, which is regular, I got a 23
Um
or
wait,
14. Oh,
When you choose to do reckless, isn't it all your attacks?
it might
Yes.
have been. Oh, it is. Never
Well,
mind. I hit
you
him
can
for
roll to see
14.
if you crit. You hit either way, but you can roll to see if you crit if you want.
Oh, that's what it is. I did not crit.
Okay. Well, turns out you hit either way, and the 14 damage is enough to kill it. How do you imagine killing this thing?
You know, I just imagine Bull grabs his giant axe with both hands, and he charges up there, giving out his war cry, go ah, and then just swings it down on this creature's head as hard as he can. picks it back up when he sees it still twitching, and then swings it down as hard as he can again, just having absolute all disregard for anything else going on around him, besides smash the gibbering mouth.
Yep.
Nice.
And that leaves one more Mouther who is
Gee.
at full health.
Have you rolled over a 10 on every damage roll?
Yes.
Oh, not. Well, is that this battle?
Oh, you're not talking to me. You're talking to Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Except for your first two. Every other one has been like almost max
Yep.
damage.
Get some
Yeah,
good,
I've been
good
actually rolling
damage in.
really good on damage.
Anyway, this Mouther will use its spit attack, and Finch, Bull, and Hudson, all three of you, need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I can see it coming, so I get the advantage with danger sense. Please. Oh
Finch
wow.
passes.
I got this, guys.
Hudson fails. Bull
Okay.
passes. So, Hudson, you are now blinded.
Oh,
And sensing that weakness, this Mouther is going to come down to try to attack you. And it crits on you. Oof. Dealing 40 points of damage to you.
oh my gosh.
And with its other attack, it was going to attack Finch, getting a 17 to hit.
That'll miss.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I really could have been mean and made him try to hit Hudson. but yeah,
I mean, either one of us would have gone down if it had hit.
true, true. But yeah, I had decided it was going to go for both of you before I moved. But yeah. And Hudson, it is now your turn, sir.
Oh. Well, with my disadvantage, I'm going to do what any normal person does. I'm going to smack it.
I would also like to remind you before you roll that you can try to move away if you would like. You would have to pass a strength saving throw. And you could take the disengage action to get away from this thing, as uh, it can't really leave without taking opportunity attacks from Finch. Whereas staying there, you've got 8 life and you're blinded. Maybe it dies before its next turn, but if not,
Those are good ones. Problem is I'm debating. Am I good enough to beat a strength saving throw?
it's just 10.
Yeah, you can't say that. I have very bad luck with saving throws.
I just wanted to remind you that this is full health, and if it hits you again, you will likely go down. And I'm assuming you guys have potions to heal him with, or did you
Yeah,
use them all up in the basement?
I'd
I
say
don't know.
that's a good
I thought we
question.
acquired new ones in the basement.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
did
but
get
did
some
you
more.
use them? I don't remember.
I don't think we divvied them out yet.
Anyways,
He is the
Yeah.
one who has healing spells, and if you
Yep.
don't have potions, I would like to
oh,
remind you guys.
the chat will know my. It's a 13. I forgot that I put on disadvantage for it. It's
Yeah,
fine. I would never forget to take something
okay.
off.
So you can move if you choose to move.
This- Move that there. That
Okay.
there. Now we. Or can that not move because I'm blinded?
No, it can move, but that the if the Mouther wanted to go for you, it could reach you without leaving reach of Finch.
Oh, it still wouldn't, yeah.
Theoretically, it could move here.
Oh, the diagonals.
Yeah, and it would have never left Finch's reach.
Right.
I wouldn't never.
You'd still need to move one more away to get out of its reach.
There we go.
There you go. Now,
I would
if it
never
wanted to
forget
come
the
after
details.
you, yeah. Now, if it wanted to come after you, it would have to take an opportunity attack.
I still want to give it the hammer.
All right. Yeah. You have action and bonus action. A
I thought
23.
the
A
disengage
23 hit.
was.
Oh, you chose to disengage. You're right. So just bonus action. Good call, keeping me honest. But 23 does hit. 9.
All right. We're getting there.
That is the first hit it's taken. Finch, it is your turn.
I am going to, for reasons, move here and attack it.
Okay. I don't think the spiritual weapon provides advantage.
Nope, wasn't expecting it to.
Okay, fine. Um, so yeah, go for it. 21 hits, dealing 10 damage.
You said 9 hits too?
It does. That's its AC. 9 more damage. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
That'll be it.
Was Booming Blade a one-time thing, or should we have still been rolling that on your damages?
No, it lasts for a turn on just the one that had been hit.
Gotcha. Amnar, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I definitely the echo was where I was in initiative, so I just got skipped.
I felt like you
Oh.
hadn't done anything. You're just like not even
Oh.
on the turn order anymore.
Yeah, I kept, because it would highlight the echo, and I was like, huh, that's weird. It kept highlighting the echo, and then yeah, I didn't even realize that. Yep, he
My
disappeared.
bad. I didn't realize that had happened.
Yeah, I thought that he had been skipped, but then I was like, nah, maybe I just missed it.
So it's still Amnar's turn,
I
I
think I go
guess.
before him. I was
You
going before him.
should be going before
Yeah,
him.
let's say yeah, he should.
Did I miss?
Okay.
Did I
There we
miss
go.
2 rounds?
Now Nock's turn.
Let's say yeah, how many times did he get missed?
I have no idea.
I have a shadow token that I will like give you so we can have them be separate. One, two, three, four, five. Oh wait, hold on. How far can I summon it?
Anyway, it is your turn.
Yep.